Global Action Team, GAT. Fantastic concept, isn't it? Great people, right people, resourceful people. What do you see about it?
It's for a purpose, a cause, which is very important. And that is what it is, the Global Action Team, to get us where we want to go.
Now let's look at it. 8 years ago, we started with Global Membership Team. 2 years down the line, we introduced the Global Leadership Team. And we've learned, we have the experience behind us now, and the third component has now been introduced, the Global Service Team. The GMT and the GLT operated as two verticals, but the GMT, GLT, and GST do not operate as three separate verticals. They are part of the GAT. I think it's taking this experiment, this entire program forward in a very different manner. It's kind of a quantum leap, and I'm really excited about the way GAT is going to work.
But what's most important? Is it leadership? Is it membership? Is it service? Where is the emphasis point?
Obviously, service.
I don't want to talk about it. I do appreciate what you say and what you say, Sunil, but you know, what came first was the GMT. That was the priority. It came in first. So membership is really the priority.
I totally agree with you. Started with membership, ending with service, and someone who's got to hold both the hands, make both ends meet, is leadership. I think we need to take a deeper perspective of communicating this very effectively to our membership.
If it was, service was not required, then we would have made progress much earlier. Why do you think after experimentation we found membership, leadership, all right, but the focus has to be on service?
I think we need to stop at this right now. And let's seriously, if we want to introspect, get into the Great GAT Debate.
The Great GAT Debate.
The GAT Debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world heard about talents all over. It's called the America's Got Talent, India's Got Talent. And here we come with another talent series, and this time it is Lions GAT Talent, GAT. What is GAT all about? Global Action Team, comprising of three important facets: leadership, membership, and service. The big question before all of us, what's that big question? What drives Lionism? Is it leadership? Is it membership? Or is it service? We are talking about 101 years of Lionism. And what must the second centenary be dedicated to when we talk about the Great GAT Debate? Let's try and review these three important verticals, and let's see which one truly drives Lionism. Presenting before you, membership.
Friends, we are members of the International Association of Lions Clubs. And this association is incorporated in the state of Illinois, United States. And the incorporation document is our constitution within which this entire organization runs. The purposes of the association are recorded in the constitution. And the number one purpose of the association is to organize and charter Lions clubs. The organization runs through the various districts, more than 750 across the entire globe. And the chief executive officer of each district, being the district governor, has certain duties assigned to him. And these duties are included in the DGT manual. And the number one duty of every district governor is to ensure sustained membership growth and development. The entire organization runs for purposes for which it exists, but service is conducted by the members. Leadership is provided by the members. Leadership programs are conducted for the members. We say our motto is, we serve. The we represents the membership. Membership is what keeps this organization going. We take pride in saying we are the world's largest service organization. We've said it so often, and we say it with pride each time. Now that represents the fact that this organization, in order to become more effective, in order to have better delivery, must continue to have its large membership base. If you look at what happened at the Chicago Convention, the outgoing president was honoring individuals from across the globe who had excelled in membership growth and development. And the incoming president, who had been sworn in, and within a few minutes of his being sworn in as the president, was also honoring individuals from across the world who had started the new year with a bang in terms of membership, who had come there with clubs above a certain threshold. This is because it's the members who drive this organization. They have the ideas, they have the dreams, they have the passion, they make the plans, they execute the plans, they raise the resources, they do everything. This organization is run through membership. If today we believe that we need more women and we need more youth, that our clubs need to be more women-friendly and more youth-friendly, we develop special programs for them. Reason? We want membership to grow. Because every member comes in not just with two hands, not just with one's own check, but with his own mind, with his own resources, with his own contacts, with his own way of working. And that is essentially the largest resource of this organization. For an organization as large and as wide as ours, spread across the world, we need funds. And sometimes we do not realize that the only source of revenue of Lions Clubs International is membership. Not a penny is raised through any other source in this organization. If we do not have the membership base, we cannot keep the organization going. You will have heard about the plans to grow, plans to expand to different countries, plans to go into areas which are unrepresented, because that is the desire of every Lion leader, that Lions clubs exist in all parts of the world, for the simple reason that members are the resources. Members are the delivery channel. Membership is what has kept this organization going through the past 100 years. Membership is what will keep it growing. We have lofty ideals, we have all wonderful purposes and objects, we have a wonderful history behind us, but if we want to remain relevant in the next century of our service as well, we want to remain as relevant, perhaps grow more relevant in the next 100 years of our organization, we will need this resource of membership to grow, to swell, to become more effective. Thus, the number one priority undoubtedly belongs to membership. If ever we debate what's more important, membership, leadership, and service, with due respect to my colleagues who may say anything else, to doubt the number one importance of membership is trying to something like to debate whether the sun rises in the east or not, or whether the sun sets in the west or not. Now that's by the process of nature. Similarly, in organizations like ours, the way these organizations are constructed, it goes on axiomatically. It's just like an axiom that membership is the most important thing.
We've just heard PID AP say that membership is the number one priority. He talked about the world's largest service organization. It's made of members. But what got us these members? Who are the people who made Lions Clubs International the world's largest service organization? It is our members trained in leadership. Look at this world, my dear friends. No leadership, what's the point talking about membership? What's the point talking about service? Isn't it leadership that drives organizations? Take an example of any large organization that's in the business of selling. Is customers the most important criteria, or servicing these customers, the skill of retaining the customers, the skill of inspiring the customers to remain connected to your organization? Which is more important? It is leadership. Leadership drives Lionism. Look at the way in which Lions Clubs International today encompasses all over the world in terms of all that image it has created in the last 100 years. It is leadership that has driven Lions Clubs International to its current top levels. Let me do a small activity for you. Can you try and identify the first letter in the word membership? Isn't it M? Yes, it is. Can you identify the first letter in the word service? S, isn't it? It is S. Look at the first letter in the word leadership. Isn't it L? Yes, it is L. And that's why when Lions Club's international logo has been designed, they decided to give leadership the priority, and you will find L in the middle of the logo. In these days, we do have members. There is no dearth of members. The biggest challenge for Lions Clubs International is to inspire these members, is to train these members, is to ensure that these members get more members into the organization so that we are able to do leadership, we are able to do membership, and importantly, we are able to deliver service to the communities that connects us with people. It is leadership, ladies and gentlemen, that drives Lionism. Membership, surely an important facet. Service may be an important facet, but nothing more important than leadership. If you're talking about Lionism, you better talk about leadership. No leadership, very limited Lionism. Ladies and gentlemen, understand that we are moving into a 101st year of Lions Clubs International. And if we are looking at big goals, we are looking at dream goals, we are looking at conquering the unconquered, then it is leadership that drives all of us. Leadership trains our members. Leadership keeps our leaders in the right positions, and important, it is leadership, the skill that makes Lionism worthy to belong to. So please don't forget, when you talk about Lionism, it is leadership. Lionism and leadership, they are synonymous to one another.
You just heard my two colleagues, so loud, so aggressive. Because they themselves, they have to convince themselves that membership or leadership is most important. Because in their heart, they actually know it is service which matters. Definitely, our motto is we serve. But where is the emphasis? Emphasis is not on we, emphasis on serve. Service is the main thing in our organization. And you have to understand that, yes, we were incorporated, and our constitution just definitely does say that we are going to be chartering new clubs. But the most operative part of that sentence is service clubs. We exist because we serve. And you heard them say themselves, second century of service. They never said second century of membership or second century of leadership. It is important, and you and me, we all know it. If anything is important in this organization, it is our service programs. LCI Forward. What is the goal of LCI Forward? To serve 200 million people every year by 2020. It's never written that we need so many members or so many leadership programs. Those are corollaries. They are there, but only as not the most important pillar, because I know the most important thing is service. Why did you join this organization? To get more members? No way. Did you join this organization so that you would become a director or a past international director or a past president one day? Not at all. You joined this organization so that you could do service. We are the largest, we are the biggest, but what kind of an organization? Largest service club organization. I'm sure there are many organizations which are large, but we are known as the largest service club organization. Our president, why does he have the logo? Or why does he have it on his theme, we serve? He could very well have said, we grow or we lead. He didn't. He used we serve. And that is what is important, is service. Whenever we talk about anything in this organization, it's all about our service programs. How can we make them more effective? Members can only make it effective, can only run it, but we need those members for the service programs. We need those leaderships for the service programs. So my dear friends, we do understand service is the main thing in this organization, and we exist so that we can serve.
Now that was pretty interesting. Two of my colleagues trying to press home a point for leadership and for service. Nobody is denying the relative importance of leadership and service, but what we are really debating here is what is the number one priority of the organization. And there can be only just one number one priority of the organization. My friend PID Sangeeta, she referred to the goal of 200 million acts of service. Fantastic. That's the goal that we are working towards. That's the goal that we should achieve. But who is going to conduct, who is going to organize those 200 million acts of service? The question is, those 200 million acts of service appear and will become a reality because we are close to 1.5 million members. Suppose we were just 1 million members. Do you think we would then have set the goal also for 200 million acts of service? Then the goal would have been lower. It's because we have this large membership base, it's because we have the hands that will deliver, it's because that we have the resource of membership that this 200 million is going to become a reality. I had my good friend PID Sunil talking about leadership programs, talking about individuals who have provided leadership to this organization in the last 100 years and individuals who will continue to provide leadership to the organization in the years to come. But the question is, from where did these leaders emerge? They emerged from amongst the membership. They came from the membership pool. The organization invests into the leadership programs. First of all, the money comes from the membership to make this investment possible. Secondly, the goal is to empower, educate, and make aware the membership at large so that from the membership, leaders at every level can be found to take this organization forward. Basically, the pool, the base of the pyramid is membership. Everything comes out and stands on the basis of that base of the pyramid. Let's take the case of the human body. It's the body, it's the heart, it's the soul. Membership is the body. Membership is what is visible to the entire world as the embodiment of Lions Clubs International. The heart is the leadership, the mind. And the soul definitely is driven by the service. Nobody discounts the value of the soul. Nobody says the heart and the mind are not important. But if the body is not alive, if the body is not in good health, if the body is not mobile and agile, then nothing else can happen. The body must remain alive for everything else to do its functions, for it to be able to convey and to get the results. My dear friends, I am not discounting or trying to take away from the importance of leadership or the importance of service. They are important, but membership is what drives this organization. Membership is what provides the service. Membership is what provides the pool from within which the leaders are drawn. So remain tuned. Membership is the number one priority.
Body, heart, mind. Body is membership. Heart is leadership. Mind is service. That's what PID AP just concluded. But what drives the body? What keeps the body alive? What keeps the body awake? Isn't it the heart? Yes, it is, my dear friends. Leadership is what actually is the number one priority of Lions Clubs International. And no wonder the entire fulcrum of GAT rests on leadership, because it's the most important asset in terms of our functioning as an organization that supports community development. Look at LIONS, liberty, intelligence, our nation's safety. What is liberty all about? Freedom to do what you believe is right. What is intelligence all about? That skill in you. And this freedom and skill together is what results in your nation's safety, our nation's safety. So leadership is importantly the uppermost priorities amongst whatever we talk in terms of strengthening, driving, supporting the organization, Lions Clubs International. Club presidents are the most important leaders in this organization. 46,000 club presidents. And it's upon them that these clubs actually thrive. Imagine a club president just there as a president, no skill in him, untrained club president. How would club survive, my dear friends? If the club has to be successful, it is because of the drive in this president, because of the training this president has been given by Lions Clubs International. It is leadership that keeps that leader, that club president, the district governor, the international president, envision a bigger goal for all of us. We are talking about 200 million acts of service. And this has to be done by our 1.5 million lions. But what drives these 1.5 million lions to accomplish the goal of benefiting 200 million people who need us? Isn't it that leadership drive in them? Yes, I must mention that in order for this person to be very active, it could be you, it could be me. We need the body, we need the heart, we need the mind. We can't do without any one of them. It is important that leadership must be there, but what is equally important is leadership must be able to get us more members, and therefore membership is important. But what's the point of having members and leadership together when that joint effort cannot result in more service that Lionism can deliver? Because aren't we eventually a service organization? In my opinion, while leadership certainly takes the front bench, however, it is important for leadership to believe that membership and service are equally important. And this trifecta of leadership, of membership, and of service is what keeps Lionism the world's largest service organization and the world's largest pioneering organization that supports the biggest connect with the communities.
You just heard our speakers, past international directors AP and Sunil. They eventually came to the fact that we are the largest service club organization. We exist because we serve. Mind, heart, body, whatever they spoke about, it is important. If the mind does not function, the heart and the body can do just about nothing. But what is important is to understand that yes, service is what drives us. Service is the reason why in 1917 Melvin Jones got a group of businessmen together. Whether they like it or not, whether they want to agree or not, it is a fact that they came together so that we could give back to the community. And that is service. In a way, if you look at it, leadership is also service, is it not? We are giving a kind of service to humanity, telling them how they can be a better human being. And what are we doing when we get more members? We are also actually saying we are giving you an opportunity so that you can become a better human being by doing service. So why we exist is because we can serve better. More can serve. We can serve in a more organized manner. That is the crux of this organization, and that is what the point I would like to drive home. We need membership maybe. Of course we need members, we need more hands. We need leadership. Yes, we do. We need leadership. But we need both of this so that we can do more service. Reach out to more people. Get where we have not been as yet. Touch those people who actually need us. That is why we exist, to make the world a better place. I do understand membership and leadership are important, but still I would believe service is the key for our organization. Service is what drives us. Service is why we want more members. Service is why we need leadership programs. We can discuss and we can debate, but the important question before us is, what is that will take the global action team forward? What is the most important component, or is there not one important component?
And that's a good approach. I would say perhaps the right perspective. Are we going to continue to talk about different parts, or are we going to talk about the whole? If we are going to talk about three components, membership, leadership, and service, I genuinely believe membership is number one priority. But if we talk of organization as a whole, if we talk of global action team, I am more than convinced there is no point of trying to allocate the number one priority, because membership is for service. Membership needs leadership. Membership without service and leadership would mean nothing in this organization. It is the combination of all three that has to work, and has to work seamlessly for us in the next century.
It's good we are getting there. Certainly, leadership the number one priority. But what's leadership without service? What's leadership without membership? Leadership certainly is important because it does drive Lionism. But what's important is, what is it we are currently working towards? Are we looking at an initiative, or are we looking at a result? We are looking at results. We are looking at connecting with communities. We are looking at growing as the world's largest service organization. This can't just happen with leadership. It requires membership. It requires service. We need to have a fusion of leadership, membership, and service collectively designed to take our future forward. Global Action Team, GAT, the debate of GAT can be never ending unless we are able to synchronize leadership, membership, and service together, so that our organization eventually builds the strongest ever community connect, which will eventually take the organization forward into another century of service.
So, you see, these two loud men have finally come around. They do agree that yes, maybe leadership or maybe membership is important, but the most important thing is service. I maintain that, and we believe that it is possible. But of course, if we need to do service, how can we do the service if we don't have members, right? If we want to reach that goal that we have set for ourselves, we will have to have more hands. And if we need to reach those goals, even if we have those hands, we will definitely need that heart. The body and the heart need to come together so that we can provide the service. It is important that we work together in this global action team. It is not about membership. It is not about leadership. It is not only about service. What is important is we have to do action, and action has to come together.